Your network is your net worth. Now, this video is truly special to me because networking is something which has brought me where I am. I've been able to work with so many CEOs, so many senior managers, top management from different MNCs, banking, and different corporates around the world just because of this one skill, and that is networking. So in today's video, we are going to explore on some really practical techniques on how you can actually leverage networking, be good at it, no matter whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, and how to actually cash it out in whatever you are doing or build meaningful relationships. So watch this video till the end because this video is extremely essential if you are someone who is absolutely career oriented and wants to really do something with your career and with your life. Hi everyone, I am Aditi Goyal and I create videos on personal and professional growth that gives you practical techniques on how to do better with your life and create a life which you really want to live. The first thing which you really have to do before you go out and start networking with people is to define who you actually are and what you really want to be. Now, some of you who is watching this video might be students, some of you might already be in your career, some of you might already be, in your mid-career journey or something. So it really depends on, first of all, to assess where you actually are standing right now, what kind of people are you surrounded with, and most importantly, where you want to be. Now, when I started my networking journey, like when I really got out in the market, so before that I was very clear on where do I want to reach, and for that I laid out a plan. Now for me, how did it look like was, so few years back when I decided that I will build something around learning and development, and I will be someone who is an entrepreneur together, and someone who is working around consulting, coaching, and all of it. So combined together, I figured out that I will be an entrepreneur. Second thing, my business will revolve around consulting, coaching, training, all of that. Third, I will be coaching, training, or running my business around CEO, stock management, HR, etc. So now I knew where I wanted to be. I knew who am I going to be, and third, I knew whom I should be around. So this is something which you also have to make clear, no matter whichever phase of life you are in. Secondly, now as you have decided on where do you want to be, who you want to be, you now need to decide on whom do you want to be around. So what are the kind of people you want to network with? So it's not necessary that you need to be all the time around your target audience, because sometimes you need that kind of motivation too. You won't be always highly motivated. So in that case, you can make a list of different set of groups of people whom you can network with, whom you want to have relationship with, because ultimately life is very long and you need people, you need company so that you can actually navigate your life better, whether it is in your career or personal life. So whenever you start networking, you need to figure out that what kind of people I want to be around. So let's say you want to be around high value professionals, you want to be around maybe expats, you maybe want to be around CEOs, or you want to be around entrepreneurs, you want to be around a specific, let's say artists, or maybe if you're an artist, you would want to be around artists. So you need to figure out what kind of company do I want. That will help me navigate my career. Secondly, that will help me get me customers. And third, that will make my thinking capability higher. So you will have to think around all these three set of people whom you want to be around. And next, you will also have to figure out whom you don't want to be around. Because sometimes we just tend to forget this step and we start networking with anyone who comes around. And later on, we realize that, oh, no, these are not the people whom I want to be around for. So in that case, you need to be also very clear whom you don't want to be around with. So that's number two, to figure out whom you want to be around with and whom you don't want to be around with. Moving on, the third step is to think where these people are. Now, it's not necessary that you would still gel up with all your school friends or college friends, because now they might be somewhere else, or they might not be in the same line as your mindset is. So in that case, you have to be very selective of your current set of people too. For example, I still remember that I'm not really in touch with all of my high school friends, because we now, some of us are already in different cities. But however, the people who are in the same city also, we have different way of thinking, different way of living, and it does not really match, right? So similarly, it's with the college friends also. So though I am in touch with most of them, but my close friend circle just consists of couple of them from each of my phases of life. So now, in order to actually grow and go and network and make more better relationships, I have to put myself out there, and I have to think where my people are, where the people are who think like me, or who think better than me, who are smarter than me. So in that case, what I did was I started joining a lot of different groups. For example, there are a lot of entrepreneur groups in our city, where there are entrepreneurs from different sectors, different fields. So I joined that. Secondly, I joined a professional platform where there were most of the HR, human resource people. Now, since my work revolves around human resource professionally, I wanted to be around such people, so I joined that. Third, I joined again another platform where there were people, again entrepreneurs, but that was primarily run by government. So I could be in connect with more higher level people who are maybe in bureaucrats also, and some of them who are entrepreneurs but on the higher side, and who have been entrepreneurs since like quite ages, since decades. So now I can connect with some senior people as well, so that I can get the right guidance and mentorship which I want. So now I'm in different groups, which serves different purpose, but ultimately it aligns with what I do, where I want to be, and who I am. So this is also where you have to figure out where these people are. Moving on, now it's the time to show up, right? Because just knowing people, having them on your friends list, does not really build your network. So in that case, you need to actually show up in all of these places where you have figured out these people are. This might be some events, this forum events which you have joined in. So all of these platforms where these events are happening, you have to be there, and you have to put yourself out there and not just stand in one corner of the room and just observe people. So if you think that you are an introvert and I really can't go and talk to people, it takes a lot of time. Don't think that, and I know that it doesn't get easier if I say don't think that. But the first thing is that you have to have a belief system ki, okay, fine, I have to go there, I have to put myself out, even if I get embarrassed, it's fine. You need to have this mindset that, okay, now I've decided I'll build my network, I'll build my net worth, and I'm gonna be among high value professionals. So I will be there. I will be in most of the events where these people are. I'll be in most of the places these people are. I'll go and talk to them. I'll put myself out there. So this is the kind of mindset which you have to set every morning, and for that you can use another different set of techniques for which I've created another video. So you can watch that in the you can find that in the link in the description below. But this is what you have to do. This is the kind of mindset you need to have. Now, as you do small talk, you would be meeting a lot of people via this, and you will be connecting with a lot of them. Don't feel that you would just get into longer conversations with each and everyone. It's fine. I mean, if you're meeting like 50 people in an event, then maybe you would just connect with a couple of them, on the longer side, on a longer conversation. Rest of them, you will just do hi, hello, and move on, right? But then what you do next is important. So the next step, what you have to do is, as you go back home, you need to add them into your social media, whatever you follow. So for me, LinkedIn works the best because, LinkedIn, for me, it's all professional. So in that case, I usually connect with people on LinkedIn. And after a few meetings, after again, we have met up in few events again and again, then after that, I maybe connect them with on Instagram or Facebook, because when I do that, now it becomes more on the personal side. But I would suggest you to connect them with on your personal accounts only after you have met them a few times. Then they will be able to accept your request, and you would be able to connect even better. Maybe you can just give some story replies, blah, blah, blah. So you can do all of that. But connecting on LinkedIn is the best way if you're starting with a professional network. But if you are just joining some friends group or something, I think connecting on Instagram and Facebook is much better, because if you do on LinkedIn, it would be very weird. So you have to basically figure out what kind of purpose you're fulfilling by connecting with that person. So this is basically how it goes on. And as you keep on doing this stuff, as you keep on showing up in most of the places, then you just tend to be better at small talks. You just tend to be better at introducing yourself. You tend to be better at speaking what you do, explaining what you do better. So when you do this, you get all the confidence, because confidence comes from practice. And so what happens next is that after you start connecting with people time and again, they will start reaching out to you. Or if you feel you find them interesting, you can even text them afterwards that, okay, I want to meet you, blah blah blah. So most of the people are humble enough or good enough that they would give you the time to meet them. And that is how you just go on, have a meeting, have an elaborate conversation, try to get to know each other more. And in fact, maybe if there's something where you can add value for each other, you can even discuss that. If not, just have a good chit chat on a free time, and move on, and just keep that person in connection. And also make sure that whenever you are connected with them on social media, you are showing up on their social media too. It's not just, just connected and ghosted. So it doesn't work like that. So if you're connected, make sure that you like their posts. If they're asking for some help on social media, and if you can really provide help, then be there to provide help. That is also called net weaving. So net weaving is basically where you build your network based on the kind of help you're providing to the other person. For example, let's say someone reached out to me that they are in need of a freelancer for, let's say, graphic design, and they just posted on social media, and I just know the person. Now I will text them that, okay, I know this person, blah blah blah, so you can reach out to them, and let's say that if the work gets done, so will the other person remember me? Of course, the other person will remember me, that I helped him, he got the job done. And that is basically what net weaving is. So this is how you connect to other people, just by helping them. That's net weaving. And networking is on a broader side, where you just connect with people, and you might help or you might not help. That's another funda. So this is how the networking actually works. It's nothing hard and fast. It's not just exchanging cards. Like most of the people, especially in the corporate world, I have noticed that people think that exchanging card is networking. Well, really, no. I mean, people usually go and just throw that business card or throw the visiting card. It does not really make sense. Even if you don't have a visiting card, that's even fine. Really does not make that really does not add much to the value. So just putting up all the raw information, raw tips over here, because I've been into networking. Like I started my networking journey since I was in college, since I was in university, and because of that, I have landed so many opportunities. Like I started my first business because I knew the other person, and the other person knew me through just a networking event. I have met so many of my clients just because of online networking or offline networking. There are so many clients I've converted just based on the cold message I have sent them. Okay, I want to meet you. I'm really interested in your work, really interested to know about your company. So that's it. I mean, it's not really hard. It's just that it is perceived as hard. So as long as you have it in your mind, okay, whatever it is, whether it is hard or not, I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to show up there every time I can. Then, of course, you should, because you never know that the random person you met in some event, and maybe you just connected with them later on, you don't know, maybe 10 years, 20 years later, they are just gonna be of help, or maybe you are of help to them, because it's not just about getting help all the time. It's also about giving back to the community, giving back to the people. I just hope you really like the video, and I just hope that after this video you really take some tips out of it and actually go and implement it, because the whole purpose of me creating content is that I really want to give you the real life techniques that works, and that has worked for me, that has worked for all the people I've trained and I've coached in the corporate world, in the developmental sector. So I just hope that wherever you put yourself up there, you just make the best out of it, and not just stand in one corner of the room thinking that, okay, someone will come and talk to me. No, that's not just how it happens. You have to go there, make that first text, make that first move, go and have your first small talk, because it's fine if you embarrass yourself. Doesn't really matter. No one's gonna remember anyhow. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on LinkedIn. I share a lot of tips, a lot of good tips on business and corporate side of the world on LinkedIn as well. And don't forget to share this video with your friends who are also keen to develop their career, to develop their network, and ultimately build their net worth at the same time. Thank you. Signing off. See you again in the next video next Friday. Bye bye.